defense of our ongoing series of trying to defend horrible movies, tonight's in defense of is, even though I've just led the witness, Land of the Lost. So Eitan's been chomping at the bit to defend this.
Chomping.
I know, but you know what? Even though it's champing, if you go into, like, well, I'm not going to say Wikipedia in here. Don't trust Wikipedia. And by the way, jury-rigged, jerry-rigged, all of those, they become the vernacular, and after a while, but I'll go with champing. Since I went in a room with people a lot smarter than me, since Eitan's been champing at the bit to get this one out, get it out.
All right. Saw Land of the Lost, and again, I'm not going to defend it as a great movie, as high film art, or as excellent culture. What I will say about Land of the Lost was, if you're going to see a Will Ferrell movie, and you liked Dodgeball, and nobody came out with...
That's not saying a lot.
But nobody really came out with massive sights saying, death to Dodgeball. Nobody came out and was flaming Dodgeball.
Dodgeball wasn't a remake of a famous movie.
It's not a famous movie. It's
TV show, sorry.
Remarkably, wonderfully crappy TV show from the 70s. And by the way, I like that crappy show from the 70s.
But that's holy ground, man. That's stomping on holy ground.
It's not holy ground. Basically, if you go ahead and look at what they did in the 70s and you see what they did, they had the silly, they had the slapstick, they had the crazy inanity, and it was pretty much there. Total cheese. I mean, they even went, all right, that big blood-exploding pack might have been a bit much, but hey, and getting crapped out of dinosaurs' butt was definitely lowbrow humor, but again, it's a Will Ferrell movie. What the heck were you expecting? It was a vehicle for Will Ferrell. It was enjoyable. I laughed at the certain parts, and it wasn't anything more than I expected it to be, but you got to have low expectations going in, people.
I didn't have any expectations going in. I found it very entertaining. I found it really stupid, but it wasn't pretending to be not stupid. And that is something that really infuriates me when a movie pretends to be intellectual or pretends to make sense and then it doesn't. That really annoys me. When a movie is saying, hey, we're not going to make sense. We're going to do dumb stuff so that we can have action scenes. I'm right. Okay, I'm down for that. You're not insulting my intelligence. And also, there was places they weren't afraid to go. When the guy in the ice cream truck gets eaten by the raptors, I'm going, no, in films, you rescue the guy. He's a new character. No, he's food.
Right. He's lunch. They even had his arm flinging about. Yeah,
and it's funny. Like,
and he was throwing ice cream bars at the raptors. I mean, that was pretty funny.
All right, I'll give you that scene.
Yeah, that approached high art. It was absurdist.
High art. Oh my God.
We're going to mess with the audience where we have this nice, gentle genre where nobody gets killed. You know, how many people get killed in a Will Ferrell movie? He didn't just get killed. He got ripped to shreds. He got eaten alive. That's got to be
intestinally digested.
All right, hair.
Yes, well, to me, where they went wrong on it is they spent all this money on special effects and everything, and they treated it terribly as humor. This was a series that, yes, it had terrible special effects. It was cheesy. Done. But they had David Gerald wrote the Bible and story editor. They had stories by Larry Niven. The stories behind it were serious. I would have liked to have had the same lousy special effects and the good story on it.
I'm with Hair on this one. I felt like this was much more of a series of, Will Ferrell vignettes, like Saturday Night Live, than necessarily Land of the Lost. It should have been Will Ferrell's Land of the Lost, and I guess to a certain extent that's what you guys are saying it is. But he suffers, in my opinion, from like the Jim Carrey thing, where the character so overwhelms the idea of the movie that it ends up becoming their vehicle, and you lose sight of the movie. And I'm
actually, I didn't really notice Will Ferrell that much. I felt that almost anyone could have played that role. It really wasn't one of his most characteristic work.
Michelle.
I agree with your point, but it's not Jim Carrey, because Jim Carrey can play a character. When he did The Grinch, he was the Grinch.
Yes.
What you're comparing him to is Mike Myers doing Cat in the Hat.
Right. Fair point. Charles Lee Jackson II.
One of the things about a lot of these big remakes of old shows is that frequently the people that are making them, they don't know what the important part of the original was. They don't know what made the original sing. The comparatively recent version of Maverick, they didn't understand why Maverick was popular as a TV show. If they don't understand they frequently end up parodying, without even understanding what they're parodying, the original. And if they happen to parody it pleasantly, fans of the original will enjoy it. If they mock it in an annoying way, they're going to lose that potential audience. And they never seem to be cognizant of that audience. They say, we're going to do this remake of this old TV show, but we're not going to do anything to cater to the fans of that show who would, oh my goodness gracious, be one-man free publicity units for us if they like.
Right.
They're just using equity in the name.
You mean Hollywood would simply go ahead and use something for publicity without any intention of trying to get to the heart of the real matter? I'm shocked that you would say that. Right.
Yes, and the fact is that by doing that, they undercut themselves because, like I say, they're throwing away millions of free publicity units.
No,
and they don't get it.
And I'm not saying that it couldn't have been a better movie in 1,000 different ways.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't the worst movie ever put out there, horrible, never go see it. If you see it, you're betraying everything.
No one ever said it was the worst movie. It's just,
I heard some people that were ruthless in their condemnation.
Well, they're
But
wrong.
I think Hare's point is very well taken. There was some, Charles, there was some value to the original series that I personally was unaware of. If I'd been a fan of the original series and liked it for the solid stories that Hare's referring to, I might well have ended up in that.
I remember,
other camp.
again, my difficulty is I have not seen the original series since I first watched it, back when I was, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. But from remembering it back then, I wasn't watching it for the high concept. I was watching it for the dinosaurs and the sleeve stacks. And, they got a match. Okay, they're saying gay. Maybe they were trying to sneak some high concepts in there the way a public school teacher tries to actually teach people when the principals and the administrators aren't looking. But for the most part, it's just, it was a Saturday afternoon TV show that we enjoyed watching because it had guys in monster suits wandering around. And so if you threw some great stuff in there, great. But again, from my point of view, just remembering it as a kid, and then seeing it now, it was fun. It was fun back then, it was fun today.
Yes, I didn't like the way that they did Chaka, because in the TV series, even though Chaka was like the sidekick, it was a somewhat serious character, maybe funny as a sidekick, but in the movie, it was just too different to be like in the series, too modern, I would say. I think that's a good word for it. Yeah,
okay.
Modern.
Well, we're going to wrap up on that last comment. Chaka Gan. Chaka Gan. Thank you very much for being a member. Thank you very much for being a part of this episode of NeverEndingPanel.com. And that, I believe, is a wrap. Okay, hey, wow, look at that. 10 minutes to spare. You rock, executive producer girl. Yeah, you rock. Break it down, break it down.
You can throw it out now.
He's happy with you, Arlene. Now's the time to drop the hammer.
If I had a hammer to drop, I'd drop it.
If I had a hammer, I'd drop it in the ball.